and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario RPG. Close to the last time I'll be able to say that, but we still got a couple of videos left to go. We are in Bowser's Keep at the midway point before our first real challenge of the dungeon. So far it's not been too threatening. There are 6 doors. Do you need an explanation? No, I will explain it myself. So, as you can see, we've got numbered doors here, 1 through 6. Each of these doors contains a challenge room. There are 3 types of challenge, each hidden behind 2 doors. 2 of these are action-based challenges, where you do platforming challenges in order to get to the end of the stage, and hopefully get some goodies along the way. The next is combat challenges. There are 2 combat challenges, where you just fight wave after wave of enemies, not too terribly interesting. And then there's the puzzle challenges. The puzzle challenges are really annoying. They are remarkably difficult for a children's game. Of course, maybe that says more about me, but I feel like at least a couple people out there will agree with me that some of them are rather devious and annoying. Now, one of the really silly things about this room is that which door contains which challenge is randomized every playthrough. So, one may be a platforming action challenge on one playthrough, but it'll be a puzzle challenge on another. I don't know why they did it like that, but we just have to go through the doors and see which is which challenge. Thankfully, playing on a system that has save states like this, or, you know, just on an emulator, if I actually load the save state properly, whoopsie, we can just scope out these doors, see which is which. Okay, this is a combat challenge, so we know door number 1 is a combat challenge. Door number 2 is okay, this is a puzzle challenge. We want to avoid it at all costs, because puzzle challenges, not only are they remarkably difficult for the kind of game that this is, here's a platforming challenge, the rewards you get for actually completing them are also terrible. Door number 4 is another combat challenge, and yeah, you can't leave. And then, let's see, door number 5 is another puzzle challenge, which means door number 6 is a platforming challenge. So, let's see, we want to avoid doors number 2 and 5, I think it was. It doesn't really matter too much. We'll start with door number 1, a combat challenge. So, as you can see, a Magic Koopa appears, and we get a variety of enemies to fight. None of them are all that interesting, to be honest. I'm probably going to cut out most of these battles, unless we see something that we have not seen up to this point. But otherwise, we're just going to have Bowser spam Bowser Crush on the things that are weak enough to be killed by it, and otherwise just have him nail things with his weapon, when that is not the most effective course of action to take. Getting so many level ups here. Get another bit of HP for Gino, he's doing good on that. And let's see, what do we got here? It's worth noting that if these enemies are aligned with the Koopa Troop, that Bowser can still scare them off. I don't think we've, it's been a while since we've seen, okay, it's just the Big Boo. Whatever, we'll fight it anyway. Bowser Crush will take these out. But yes, enemies that are still affiliated with the Koopa Troop will still run away when you get to them. I also failed to mention that one of the 2 challenges, one is an easier challenge, quote-unquote, and the other is a harder one. So, this, I think, is the hard challenge. One thing to note about the rewards for doing these challenges is that the combat and the action platforming challenges, those will provide you with the ultimate weapons for each character, save for Mario. His is located in a different place, but, well, we already have his real ultimate weapon. Ultimate weapon outside the lazy shell, I should say. But for every other character, you have to get their best weapons from here. Well, also, actually, Toadstool, the frying pan is actually, in terms of raw stats, Toadstool's best weapon. Man, I'm just giving out false information all over the place. What am I, a social media personality? Is that a funny joke? Yeah, whatever. Anyway, we just keep going through these until we reach the end and get our reward. Now, yeah, this is definitely gonna be pretty boring, because honestly, these fights are just not that interesting. I do just plan to cut out most of these, and only am keeping the ones that are gonna be interrupting my flow of commentary. Fortunately, the platforming challenges are a lot more interesting to watch, and have a much greater chance to see me fail horribly, because I have not actually practiced them. The other thing to note about the platforming challenges is that, in and of itself, completing them is relatively easy. This is actually an enemy we haven't seen yet, the Glum Reaper. Cool stuff, cool stuff. But the challenges themselves, completing them is relatively easy. What's tricky about them is that you can get additional rewards along the way. You can get flowers and rare items and stuff like that. Now, I mentioned that the combat and the platforming challenges are what give you the weapon rewards. What do you get for doing the puzzle challenges? Gotta get crap, honestly. I know one of them has a rock candy, and I think the other has red essence. It's totally not worth the effort of doing them, and, well, I am gonna show off all the doors just to show what every single one of them contains. But I'll have my strategies for the puzzle challenge. Alright, so what do we got here? Starfish? If that seemed like a bit of a non sequitur, it's because I zoned out completely while doing this. Yeah, it's not that interesting. Fortunately, I think we're getting close to the end of this one. Yes, here we go. Our first reward is the Star Gun, Geno's ultimate weapon. So let's just throw that on him real quick. Not exactly a huge upgrade over the hand cannon, but, you know, it's a decent one. You know, extra 12 attack power there. I won't say no to that. So we'll take that and get on to our next challenge. So I think 2 was the puzzle challenge. Just in case I screw up and enter the wrong thing, let's just update our save. I'm going to make a separate save state for after we complete 3 of the 4 challenges. Yes, this was the platforming challenge. So that I can go back and do the puzzle challenge, because once you finish up, you'll be taken away from the challenge doors and cannot go back without leaving Bowser's Keep. I completely forgot to mention, also I screwed up there, I completely forgot to mention that you only have to complete, oh my goodness, you only have to complete 4 of the challenges to move on, and thankfully we're able to avoid the puzzles completely if we so desire. Losing some money here, but honestly money kind of ceases to matter at this stage of the game, so I'm not overly concerned about that. Okay, there we go. And if we head back up here... No! What am I doing? What is with me sometimes? As you can see, we get a set number of chances. If we exhaust all our chances... What is wrong with me? Why do I keep veering diagonally? We get sent back to the start, and that was terrible. Boy, I've lost a ton of my money here. And half my chances on this first room. This is not a hard room. This one's a bit weird. You get on the cannonball, and it goes in the opposite direction you pass on the D-pad. You have to watch out for these bombs here, and unfortunately, they're kind of crowding up around the cannonball. Fortunately, they hone in on Mario, so as long as I get away from the ball, I can reclaim it. Gonna get some of the items here. As you can see, not everything we get is super good. Sometimes you'll get a flower, and sometimes you'll get a pick-me-up. This is probably the easiest room of this platforming challenge. Nothing too threatening here. Just be mindful that your cannonball isn't being crowded when you try to jump back to it. Nice, so 2 flowers there. We're actually pretty close to the FP cap. Come on, let's get through this. Now, because I screwed up the first room, I'm probably not going to go through too many of the treasures in this one. This one's pretty straightforward. You jump on a platform, the other one will rotate around when you actually jump correctly. Then the next platform will start rotating. Alright, so right there. Nice, got another flower. We'll do our best to make our way to the other one. Yeah, these challenges do rely pretty heavily on the fact that the isometric perspective is not exactly great for intuitive platforming. I do have a tendency to just fall in because I misjudged the jump. I'm pretty bad at judging distances in general if I haven't practiced a game excessively. So I haven't practiced these challenge rooms at all, so it's not a surprise to me that I'm doing this so badly. Not going to go for all the treasures in here because I have screwed up a considerable number of times at the first challenge. Way more than I really should have. If I came in here with like 8 chances or something, I'd probably go for more of these, or rather all of these. But I'm not overly concerned with getting them. Also, that was terrible. Only got 3 chances left. We should be able to make it. Knock on wood. I make this joke every time, but I won't actually knock on wood because it would be horrifically loud in the microphone. What did I... Okay, Cola. We'll get rid of this normal mushroom, and hopefully I don't... Okay. Well, that's not the end of the world. I should actually... No! Oh my goodness. You're going, woo. Ow, that was terrible. Sorry about that. Let me get back. Actually, you know what? Let's do something else. Let's rewind a little bit. Right here. And we'll... Wait, what? Sorry, I've never used this rewind function before. Okay, let's start right here. And get our character callback. I should be able to make this time. Yes, there we go. Okay. I'm sorry, I cheated a little bit there. I wasn't intending to cheat yet. Here we get the Sonic symbol for Mallow. Oh boy, this is a beautiful recording right now. I can't believe I let myself die like that. Also lost like half my money there. Not the end of the world, because we're gonna get a bunch of it back right now. Let's see what we got here. If you guessed the crap that we were fighting at the entrance, you get a cookie. You know, I totally underestimated the power of Bowser Crush. Obviously, it doesn't really compare to, say, like Star Rain or Geno Flash, but it's still pretty decent. Speaking of that, since we haven't had a chance to see it in action yet, let's get Mallow in. We got a bunch of easy fights here, so let's try and get Star Rain popped off in at least one of these. Hey, it's an enemy that we haven't seen before, I don't think. I don't think we've ever run into these cannons, actually. Gives Mallow a chance to show off his new ultimate attack. Star Rain is actually really tricky. To get this one to do more damage than Snowy, you do have to get the action command right, and I immediately screwed it up. It's very, very difficult to actually get that. To get the star to jump repeatedly, you have to sort of press the action button as it squishes down to get it to jump up again. So let's try it one more time just to see if I can get it. Bit overkill on this enemy, but hey, not the end of the world. Okay, getting this. Yes. Oh yeah. Let's see how much it does if I get a good amount of jumps on it. I believe the maximum for Star Rain is 16 jumps. That's actually the first time I've gotten that many jumps on it. Okay, not terrible. But it's also pretty slow to use. Honestly, I kind of prefer Snowy as an attack, just simply because it's much easier to do the action command and it comes out a lot faster. I think Star Rain, we can take a look at its magic power just to see how it compares. Let's see, Star Rain... 55 to Snowy's 40, which is a decent upgrade. It's also non-elemental, so it works on a lot more things consistently than Snowy does, but I'm not a huge fan of it. Yeah, tragically, Barrel Volcano is kind of the last hurrah for Mallow as a useful party member, since everything there is vulnerable to what he can do. At this point in the game, he's pretty definitively the worst character. As much as I love him in the story, as a party member, he's pretty bad for most of the game, unfortunately. Magic was not very well balanced in this game, and a lot of the attacks just simply do not scale well at all. There's a reason Mario's jump attack is considered to be one of the best attacks in the game. Oh, that, okay, no, that's Vigor. It's Valor up, I think, that gives the defense bonus. That means this jump should finish this guy off, no problem. There we go. Also, Mallow is pretty badly held back by his lackluster defenses and his extremely low HP. Absolutely horrible. One thing about this room is that it burns through a ton of your FP. I've been going through these things like crazy. Fortunately, quite a few enemies do drop maple syrups at least, so that allows us to top off pretty easily. This is going to be one of those situations where the raw recording is going to go a lot longer than the actual video. But that's kind of what you expect when you do a Let's Play of an RPG. Yeah, what do we got here? Ba-bam! One thing that's nice about the combat challenges is that it gives us a great chance to get some EXP. And I was just thinking, I actually have not shown off Toadstool's attack. Since we're fighting Dry Bone types enemies, this is the best time we'll ever get to show it off. Psych Bomb. Now, despite Toadstool having a pretty decent magic attack stat, Psych Bomb, unfortunately, is kind of terrible. It just doesn't do very good damage. It's super expensive also. I think it might be Fire Elemental, which is part of its problems. Generally, the best magic attacks in the game are non-elemental, since they don't have to worry about being resisted by anything. Anything that does have to pay attention to the resistances of the enemy is struggles quite a bit to be relevant in the late game. Oh no, I don't have any more MP. FP, I'm sorry. I gotta get my terminology straight. It's one of the things that causes Super Mario RPG to stand out. I do not need double luckies. I've also been ignoring luckies for the most part. It's just too difficult to consistently get anything off of them. It's very strange how many luckies we're getting. But whatever, I guess better to get them than to not get them, right? Oh, come on. Why is this thing immune to jumps? Makes no sense. Fortunately, they have pretty low HP, so nothing to concern myself with there. Nah, I don't want to double my coins. It's not like they don't cap out fast enough at this point. Use another maple syrup here. A lot of max mushrooms also. Mario will probably level up soon, so that was worthless, but whatever. Actually, which one is this? Is this ooh, Chester, right? Have we fought a Chester? Well, we're gonna jump on it and see what happens. This could be problematic, though. Now let's hit it with a crusher. Not too bad. And, I'm a bit paranoid about what this thing could potentially do. We wanna risk... Well, I don't have any other options, so I'll just have Toadstool hit it. Okay, so he summoned a dragon. I think this is the only place you can see Bahamut. It's been forever since I've seen this thing. Alright, hit him with another crusher. Hopefully, this should take out his HP. Yes! Or finish him off. Alright, what does Bahamut do? I'm going to guess it launches out powerful fire magic. Or it just kicks a rock at your face. Yeah, that's functional enough, too. Not that he's really going to be able to stand up to Mario's feet. No, not even in the slightest. Poor guy. Hey, good amount of experience there. And yes, I did completely waste that max mushroom, but it's okay. Mallow loves these levels. He gets an additional point of magic power. Also, now that we're at level 20, I mentioned this offhandedly earlier in the game, but once you hit level 20, the stat gains, also there's Bowser's ultimate weapon, the Drill Claw, the stat gains that you get for leveling up go down tremendously. I think, like, you only get, like, one stat for every bonus, one stat point for every bonus you take at this point, and, like, everything goes down to, like, 2 or 3 for everything else for your non-bonus stat gains. It's pretty low at this point. Alright, so, one more door, and we will move on to the next section. So, we're going to start with, taking on the puzzle doors, and then we'll do the last platforming challenge. So, let's check out the puzzle challenges here. So, this one... Alright, what do you got for me, buddy? Dr. Topper. I'm the quiz master, but you could call me Dr. T. You into coin collecting? Want instructions? You take me for a fool? Alright, so this one is a blackjack-style minigame where there is a set amount of coins in the box, up to, or rather, there's coins in the box, and we can take 1 to 4 coins each time we go, and we can cancel out and let Dr. Topper, so let me see. On 3 coins now. Let's take 4, put it at 7. But you cannot be the one to collect the 21st coin, I think it is. So what, it's at 8 now? We don't want to take the 16th or 17th, so let me see. Let's put it to 10. 2, 3. So it's on 13 now. So let's put it to 2. Alright, so we just take 1. And yes, he takes the 21st coin. Heh, you win. Nothing to it, right? So, that one's pretty easy. That's not too bad. The next puzzle in this challenge room... you probably already guess what this one is. The topic, you ask? Magic buttons. Heh. Want instructions? Nope. Alright, so yes, we hit the buttons, and the adjacent buttons all go down, and we have to get all the buttons down. Now, like you'd probably expect, I'm just going to jump on buttons randomly until I get it, so this could go very quickly, or it could take forever. Let's see what I get here. But yes, magic buttons puzzle, nothing too special here. Notably for the puzzle room, this is the only one where there isn't a failure state as far as I'm aware. I don't think you have a time limit. But don't quote me on that, it's very possible that there is a time limit, and I just am not aware of it. Let me see here. So yeah, just... As you can see, I'm not exactly playing with any degree of strategy here. Let me see here. You got those. You know what? I'm just gonna cut ahead until I get it, because I'm not really paying attention. I should focus on this. Alright, there we go. I actually wasn't deliberately going for that. Congrats. Plain sailing, eh? Alright, the next one. Now this is the only one that's actually kind of tricky here. Now the topic is ball solitaire. Want instructions? No, we can do this. Alright, so this one, you jump on a ball, or rather you interact with the ball and kick it over, and you have to kick a ball into an open space, and we need to get it so that we, I think it's only one left. Now I'm going to actually employ a safety or a decision here. The secure my own safety. Why can I not talk today? But if you fail any puzzle in the puzzle room, you have to do the entire room all over again. So while none of these are terribly tricky, having to redo the entire puzzle room is such a massive pain that I really would not recommend ever taking these if you had the option to avoid it. It's really quite frustrating for the other puzzle room, because a lot of them can actually be kind of difficult. At least for me, anyway. Maybe I'm just dumb, which is a very real possibility. Alright. Get this over here. Hopefully I'm not doing this wrong. Alright. Let's send this one this way. Send this one this way. I think I might have screwed this up, but we'll see what happens. Nah, I screwed it up. I could already see that I messed that up. I do have a strategy for this one, but as you can see, we get booted right back to the start, so let me load state and try that again. Alright, that took me more tries than I care to admit. Wow, simple as ABC, eh? But yes, eventually I cleared it. I am not very good at puzzles, I will admit. I can be a bit of a Dumbo sometimes. Now, what do we get for that 10 minutes of me failing at a simple puzzle meant for children? Well, we get a rock candy, not worth it in the slightest. So we're gonna rewind time a little bit and go back to the doors, and we are going to go into the other puzzle door and see what kind of nonsense we can get up to here. Hey, 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 it's me, the Quizmaster, and it's quiz time! This guy is the proto-Chuck Quizmo, I suppose. Need an explanation? Forget it, I already know. But yes, this is a trivia quiz. He's going to, ask you a variety of questions about things in the game, and you have to give the correct answer. Some of these you may know, some of these are going to be obscure things you'd have no reason to internalize, as any good, quiz will. What words does Shy Away use when he sings? Now this is one that we actually come across, so la-di-da. Who is the famous composer at Tadpole Pond? This one, it can actually be pretty easy to miss. We're looking for Todofsky. What's the first monster you see in the pipe ball? When I say easy to miss, I mean you can miss that Todofsky exists altogether. Let me see. First one, I believe, is a Goomba? No. What color is the end of Dodo's beak? That one is red. Who is the famous sculptor in Nimbusland? That would be Garo. What do Culex, Jinx, and Goomba have in common? Let's see. They live in Monstro Town. Who helped you up the cliff at Land's End? Let me see. That is the Sky Troopers. What is Hinopio in charge of at the middle counter? That one is the inn. Who is the ultimate enemy in this adventure? Smithy, of course. Bowser wishes. The man getting his picture taken at Marrymore hates what? Getting married, mowing the lawn on Sunday. I believe it's that, yeah. Okay, where was the first star piece found? Okay, that one's easy. That's Mushroom Kingdom. There we go. Now, if you fail twice, you're not going to be able to get enough lift on answering the other questions correctly to get up here. Well done. I guess that was just a warm-up for you, huh? There we go. That's the first leg of that done. Alright, now this one is where it gets a little tricky. Let's see how well you can count. give you 10 seconds. 10. Tell me the number of barrels in the room. Now, you might think to cheat here and just count up before he asks you, but no, he's going to randomize the order of the barrels. Close your eyes for a sec, and we have 10 seconds. You ready? All right, let me see if I can do this. 3, that's 8, 14, okay. This one, they lowballed on this one. This one's pretty easy. Alright, that was 14. Also, you have a time limit to answer that question there. If you hold on it for too long and deliberate on it, he will whatever your cursor is on will be what gets selected. Now the next one, and I am going to be completely honest with you, now we'll see if you can really count. You've got 20 seconds. Ready? I am going to be dead serious with you. I am garbage at internally counting things. I always either double count or completely lose my place. There's no way in heck I'm going to be able to do this, so I am just going to cheat. It does not help that usually when I play this game I'm extremely tired and unfocused to begin with, so doing this kind of counting just is not for me. Probably the easiest way to do it legitimately is to just internalize like the look of what a certain count looks like, and then just try and quickly add it up in your head. But trying to count this all and add it up, I'm just no good at it, so we're just going to guess. Oh, too bad. And yes, if you fail, you have to do the first two over again, so yeah, we're just gonna cheat. 45. There we go. Yeah, totally earned that. Correct. Piece of cake, huh? Oh yeah, you bet. And if that weren't enough, this is the hard puzzle challenge, so there are 4 challenges to get through, just in case you were getting too complacent. Now for something completely different. Dr. John Cleese over here. Boo, Goo, Bones, and Kip competed in a triathlon. Triathlon included swimming, cycling, and a marathon. It's up to you to guess which place each person came in. Listen well, you're only going to hear the story once. Alright, so we have to interview them. I rode Kip on my bike, and Kip was never able to pass me. I came in 3rd for swimming. I placed the same in the swimming and cycling events, but 2 others beat me in the marathon. I fell into 4th place during the bike race, but finally ended up in the same place as I did in the swimming event. Okay. Alright. I am gonna cheat at this one, but let me make let me make an honest guess on what I think it might be. So let's, oh, whoops. That was not what I meant to select. Yeah, sometimes I screw up entering the safe states here. Okay, yeah, I gotcha. Sorry about that. Okay, yes, I hear ya. Alright, so I rode Goo on my bike, and he was never able to pass me. Okay, that's the same again. Okay, Goo, oh no, they actually do change it up a little bit. 3rd for swimming. And I placed the same in the swimming cycling events, so let's see. Boo, Goo. Okay, now let's actually save this properly. I am doing great today. Ha, call me the master. Okay, go on and talk to them in the order they came in and return here. Alright, I think, yes, I think he came in number 1. I'll say this guy came in number 2. I'm just making an honest guess here. You were thinking Boo, Kip, Goo, Bones in that order, right? Are you sure? You bet. No. Wrong, too bad. Boo, Goo, Kip, and Bones. That's the way it was. Alright, so now we can cheat. Alrighty, let's load this one up this time. Call me the master. Alright, so it was, Boo, Goo, Kips, and Bones. Yes. There we go. Expertly done. Well done. Nothing to it, eh? Alright, you may proceed. There we go. And for completing that puzzle room, we get another rock candy, so no red essence, that's a shame. But we don't want either of those things. We're going to take on the platforming challenge, and we're going to get the final ultimate weapon. Alright, so we get 10 tries here. Ooh, uh-oh. Falling behind here. Oh dear. Not sure what to think of this one. Well, there's a rock candy to replace the one I lost. Okay, so let me... Yes, there we go. Alright, that one wasn't too bad. And only used up one of our chances there. Alright, this one doesn't look too bad either, honestly. Let me see here. Will I be able to jump between these two? Yes! Alright, good stuff. Max Mushroom, alright, we can just throw that away. We are good on Max Mushrooms. And... yes, there we go. And Firebomb? Heck no, why would I want that? I mean, I guess it gives Mallow a decent source of fire damage, but I don't really need it, and we're just going to ignore those other ones. Is it just me, or does this look kind of familiar? Hey, barrels? We could be throwing those at us. Oh. But yes, as you can see, if you get hit by the barrels, you get sent skittering to the bottom. So make sure you're coming up here correctly. Alright, there we go. A break in the barrel formation. And just a little bit. Alright, looks like I'm gonna have to... okay, there we go. And hey! Oh, no! You just dinged me right in the head with that one. Alright, one more try, and if I fail again, then I'll edit out my failures. Alright, just wait for these to finish. There we go, there's a break. Okay. Just need another break in it. Alright, let's wait for him to... there we go. And we've defeated him. There you go, Donkey Kong. Alright, that wasn't too bad, actually. That is the Super Slap. If you don't have the Frying Pan, that is Toadstool's ultimate weapon. I do have the Frying Pan, though, so we don't need it. Once that's taken care of... oh dear. Having a bit of a Wile E. Coyote moment here. And we are past all that. I believe you can go back to complete the other rooms. I honestly have never really bothered doing so. But we've got all the stuff that we could care to have from it anyway. Hey, that's the Koopos in the Magic Challenge. This is Smithy's Castle. No trespassers allowed. I don't know if this is a case of lost in translation, or if this was also ambiguous in the Japanese version, but this Magic Koopa is actually Kamek, so it's got a bit more of a personal connection to Bowser than the game leads you to believe. Let me use up one of my Colas here, just so we can get some FP going back. This is not a terribly difficult fight. He, as you can imagine, casts magic, but he's not... ooh, wow. As leaving Bowser a little bit sore. Come on, Kamek, how can you betray him like that? I gotta say, though, check out the damage between the attack buff from the Troopa Pin and just the power from the Drill Claw. Bowser is doing pretty good for himself. No, he's not the greatest character in the game, but, you know, does well enough. After a bit of time passes, Magic Koopa will summon something up. Ooh, hey, there's a Bahamut. Alright, I believe that Iron Maiden spell just inflicts the fear status, which is annoying for Bowser, but not anything too concerning. Bahamut isn't really going to stand a chance to our offense, no matter what. Yeesh. Slurring all my words today. There we go. I like the name of Will-E-Wisp. Yeah, not too much to say about this boss fight. There is going to be a more interesting one, well, a couple more interesting ones coming up after this. Man, he's hanging in there. Gotta respect the resilience of the Magic Koopa. I could cure Bowser of his fear status, but I think overall it's just more efficient to have Toadstool contribute on the offense. At this point in the game, she actually is a pretty capable fighter. The Frying Pan and just her natural gains actually do make her a pretty potent physical attacker. Magic Koopa! Where am I? Bowser, hello! How have you been? Back here somehow, but it seems like I've been brainwashed or something. Can't seem to remember anything. Have I done something wrong? Don't worry about it. Let's just put it behind us. It's great running into a loyal Koopa Trooper like you. I'm glad. It looks like that you've got some tough new troopers now. Kind of familiar, as a matter of fact. But my magic can still help you. Watch this! Hu Hakala Ku Pua! Hey, that's an interesting treasure chest. This magic treasure box will never run out of coins. Just keep on hitting it. I'll be here if you need me. Come by whenever you need to rejuvenate your HP and magic. Can we take him up on that offer, or are we already fully restored? We're already fully restored. But yes, this is an infinite coin box. However, it only gives out the 1 coin denomination. If it actually gave out 10 coins at a time, it might actually be worth something, but It really isn't. Now let's go into this left door over here. As you can see, somehow Krako has performed a dungeon bypass and just got past all the challenge doors. Still hanging around? Ah, you want more items, huh? Since I'm in a good mood. Just remember, can't always be coming to your rescue, you know. If there's anything more you need, best to buy it now. Alright, and he actually has upgraded his equipment at this point, giving us the hero shirt, the prince pants, the star cape, the royal dress, and Bowser's ultimate armor that is still inferior to the work pants, the heel shell. I've read that that's actually supposed to be translated as heel as in H-E-E-L, like a wrestling heel, but it didn't exactly make it through the English translation process unscathed. I do like that idea of Bowser being a wrestler, though. They should expand upon that with an actual game in the series. Now, this isn't actually critical, but I do want to get Geno into the party before I forget. We don't need Toadstool for the upcoming fight. We don't really have too many threats to worry about that require her level of healing. Heading into this next room, so we've got some thwomps here, just going along the path. Just want to avoid getting crushed by them. And here we've got a bullet bill. Hey, this is where we can encounter Big Berthas on their own. Big Berthas are actually pretty vulnerable to magic as well as physical attacks, but yeesh, that was actually a really good attack from Mario. Every time I just see how much of an impact the attack scarf has, I get surprised by it. Alright, we made it through that, no problem. Not sure where those bullet bills were coming from. Hey, who's this guy? Ah, so you are the notorious Mario. I'm impressed you made it this far. I didn't think you could. Oh, feisty little fellow, aren't you? But this is the end of the line. Now you've got to deal with me. On guard! And yes, we have to take on... Well, who do we have to take on? Boomer! Okay, Boomer. So we just jump on his head, and this is honestly not a terribly interesting fight, all things considered. Boomer is not much of a threat. I believe he has access to Shredder, but this fight shouldn't last too long, so I'm not overly concerned with him getting rid of our buffs and debuffs. Pretty resistant to physical attacks, I'll give him that, but his damage isn't really going to compare to what we're capable of. Like, yeesh, look at that. And he's got an insta-kill, but fortunately Mario was able to avoid the worst of that. So we'll just focus on our offense here. Let me try Bowser Crush on him, just to see how that compares. Oh yeah, that's actually pretty good. Granted, the fact that Bowser has the Troopa pin is kind of skewing his damage statistics to be a little higher than they would be naturally. Wow, that is some insane damage. Also, we're getting really lucky with him missing. But yeah, that was impressive. I want to see how just normal Crusher compares to Bowser Crush in damage. I think I got that. Okay, yeah, it is inferior. Also, that was a quick fight. Ah! This is absurd. I can't be defeated by them. I won't let this happen. I won't fall in battle. Having an attack. Oh no, we've activated his asthma. I don't need your sympathy. I am a soldier. I am prepared to go. Take a dive, Chandelier-ho. Oh dear. Youch! See you later, kids. Well, I got dark. Boomer! Oh, poor Boomer. But not to worry. A little fall isn't gonna hurt you. Okay. Well, that was something that happened. Alright, Mario. I'll lead you to the top. We must hurry to the appointed place. Well, it's nice to see that you recognize that we won the duel fairly. Hang on tight. As fair as you can win a 3-on-1 duel, I suppose. And away we go. But yeah, that was certainly something that happened. Boomer just kind of comes out of nowhere, and he just as unceremoniously leaves the game. Good for him. Get a little dance here, increasing speed. Yeah, I feel like they weren't really sure how to resolve Bowser's Keep after the challenge doors. It's nice to hear the Midas River theme again, though. Next stop, the top floor. Please fasten your seatbelts and... Wait a second. There are no seatbelts! Actually, I was gonna say, wait a second, at the top floor. You know what awaits us at the top of Bowser's Keep. It's the sword! The eye is protecting Exor. Yes, Exor, the name of the sword. Not Smithy, as some early promotional materials mistakenly identified him as. Now, Exor is a fight with a very unique gimmick. We have to take out the eyes in order to make Exor vulnerable. The hilt. Exor's protection is gone. So take out the right eye to get rid of Exor's protection. A silence. That's actually a bit unfortunate. But I think I have, yes, one Able Juice. There is a very famous aspect of Exor that I'm about to show off right now, because otherwise this fight's not really that special. So use Geno Whirl on the hilt, and yes, Exor is vulnerable to the insta-kill of Geno Whirl. He is the only boss in the game who can be defeated by that. Defeating him opens up his maw, and we find ourselves, well, as soon as we get our experience, being transported into another dimension with a unique Mode 7 effect. Kinda cool, honestly. Do you know where this leads to? It looks like Exor is the contact between the two worlds. In other words, if we follow this road, we'll find Smithy. So, what's keeping us? Hang on. Hey, I only joined so that I can get my castle back. I'm not going to be dragged along on this stupid hunt. This is as far as I go. I'm going to gather my troops and rebuild my castle. And you, Mario, you're an official member of the Koopa Troop. It's your duty to help with the repairs. Bowser, you're completely missing the point. What? I ought to rip your stuffing out. No, think about it, Bowser. This sword connects the two worlds, right? Yeah, so? Even if we defeat Exor, there will be other weapon beasts to follow him. Your castle is at the entrance point to your world. In short, they'll be back. Is that what you want? Well. More weapon things coming to take over my castle? What about my privacy? Yikes. This isn't good at all. In fact, this stinks! But I can't just be pals with these cretins. I've got an image to keep up. Well, I've got it. No one insults the Koopa Troop and gets away with it. I've got a bone to pick with this Smithy guy. Come on, Mario. We'll teach him a lesson. Bowser, he's great at negotiating himself. I'm so sly. Looks like we're together for this one. Let's go! And yes, this is the true final area, Smithy's factory, the gate. Now, we're actually going to head a little ways into this, because there is a certain thing waiting for us. Oh, man, sorry. Bit of a reflux there. Now, these little bolts fastened to, the nuts fastened to these screw tracks, you just jump on them and they go forward a little bit, and we just need to move them on a little bit. That was not exactly what I intended to do. Fortunately, if you fall, you're just immediately bounced back up. In most areas, there are certain places where you can fall, and something will await you at the bottom. Oh, come on. I am embarrassing myself. We're not going to be going too far into the gate right now, because it's a pretty lengthy area, and obviously this is the end of the game, so I want to dedicate a video or two to properly resolving the game. Don't want to do a 2-hour-long mega play session either. Alright, so got a new enemy here. This is an amoeboid. Looks like a gelatinous Goomba. They are not terribly threatening. But yeah, nothing that we come across at this point of the gate is too terribly interesting, but there are a couple of interesting enemies that we will come across later on as we get deeper. However, the main thing we want to get to here, just open this up, and go through here, and inside this area is the final hidden chest. We grab the recovery shroom there, and we have gotten every single hidden treasure in the game. So we're going to actually retreat from here now. Fortunately, once you clear Bowser's Keep, you are now able to freely leave and return to the gate whenever you so desire. So yeah, we'll just dip out here, just slowly navigate our way across these nuts and bolts, and get over here. And we will be able to leave by returning to the platform we came in on. The gate is a pretty lengthy final dungeon with many bosses to fight as we progress through it, so there's going to be quite a bit to get through. I doubt I'll be able to finish the game in one more video, but within 2 more videos, we will be finished. However, we still have a couple orders of side business to get to. First and foremost, let's go see what happens when we report that we've cleared all of the hidden chests in the game. There's gotta be something great for finding all those. One of them is permanently missable, and that's just cruel. Come on, what's our reward for finding all the hidden treasure chests, my dude? Wow, you found them all. Yeah, that was not exactly what I had hoped for when I managed to find all those. I was hoping against hope that the guides were just outdated and they didn't actually list a reward for what you got for doing this because they didn't get themselves. But alas, it was not to be. You do not get anything for finding all the hidden chests. Now, something that we actually do get a reward for is playing 100 games of Look the Other Way with Great Guy and winning. Please enjoy yourself. So, hello, Mario. I run this casino. Feel free to enjoy yourself. Business is so slow. Hey, Mario, want to play Look the Other Way with me? Ready and look the other way? No. But yes, we have to win 100 Look the Other Way games with Great Guy if we want to get the Star Egg, the not quite ultimate attacking item of the game, but it is an infinite use one, so I'm going to be spending a lot of time grinding wins in the Look the Other Way game because we have to win 100 of them to get the Star Egg. So hopefully I'll be able to get those wins grinded out between this recording and the next recording, but there is a potential I'll have to stall out recordings while I grind out victories and Look the Other Way. Hopefully not, but we'll see what happens. As always, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you in the final dungeon in the next video. Until then, though, goodbye.